Now, speaking of Bernie Sanders, he's the one that makes their heads explode when he talks. And for proof of that, I want to show you Donald Trump, I mentioned this in the monologue, talking about Bernie the next day.
Because this maniac that was standing on her right is giving everything away, so she's following. That's what's happening. This socialist slash communist, he's going to tax you people at 90%. He's going to take everything.
I said 80%.
Okay, so this is my point, that what happens is Bernie says something, they hear something completely different. So what we did is we put up together a little video package for you. You'll hear what Bernie actually said, and then you will hear what the Republicans heard. Now, for example, on the use of force, Bernie said,
I supported President Clinton's effort to deal with ethnic cleansing in Kosovo.
And the Republicans heard,
I will refocus our military on gardening and interpretive dance. We must aspire to the fighting style of the Iraqi army. Tear off your uniforms and run.
On American exceptionalism, Bernie said,
and I think we should look to countries like Denmark, like Sweden, and Norway, and learn from what they have accomplished.
And they heard,
I will not rest until every single American is driving a faggy little car with 3 tires. You will watch soccer and you will like it.
So good.
This is what Bernie actually said on guns.
Let's begin, Anderson, by understanding that Bernie Sanders has a D- voting record from the NRA.
And this is what they heard.
Let's begin, Anderson, by understanding that rifles are for men with small penises. Every single gun in this country should be confiscated and melted down to make Tony Awards.
Yeah, they're not hearing it. They're just not hearing it. On the military, Bernie said,
when I was a young man, I strongly opposed the war in Vietnam.
And this is what the Republicans heard.
I would have loved to fight in Vietnam, but for the other side. Not only do I hate our troops, but sometimes I lock John McCain in his office, do a Vietnamese accent, and laugh.
And finally, on the war on drugs, Bernie said,
I think we have to think through this war on drugs, which has done an enormous amount of damage.
And the Republicans heard,
I majored in Sharia law at the University of Havana. And I know this. It is a moral catastrophe that we are the only major country in the world that doesn't sell marijuana to children. Black lives not only matter, they are all that matters. Die, whitey, die.